Assalamualaikum everyone. Hello. So I will introduce myself first. My name is Pradika Damayanti from Pamulang University. And today I'm going to present about an article entitled A Social Linguistic Analysis of Code Mixing Among 6th-semester students in the Bilingual Programs of FITK IA in Surakarta. Okay, first of all, code switching, the act of switching between two or more languages during a single conversation in a common linguistic phenomenon. And this study focus on the phenomenon of code mixings, which is a very common among bilingual speakers, especially in university students who frequently use both in Indonesia and English and their daily communication. During this presentation, I will explain the background of the study, the research questions, the theoretical framework, the methodology, the findings, the discussion, and finally the conclusion of this research. The first is background of the study. So before the discussing in this research, let me explain why this topic is very important. Now, bilingualism has become part of everyday life, especially in educational settings. In Indonesia, many university students use more than one language during communication, and they often combinations in Indonesia and English naturally while discussing assignment, giving presentations, and or interacting with classmates. This situation is known as code mixings. The researchers explain that language is not only a tool for communication, but also reflects a social relationship and then their interactions between speakers and society. Therefore, code mixing is studied through the field of social linguistics, which examines how language is influenced by social factors. The researchers choose students in bilingualism program because they are required to communicate using both Indonesia and English. This environment makes code mixings occur naturally during classroom interactions. The researchers believe that studying in this phenomenon can help us to be better understand how bilingual speakers communicate and why they mix language in academic situations. Okay, so based on the background, the researchers formulate two research questions. The first research question is why types of code mixings are used by 6th-semester students in the bilingual program. For the second research is why do the students use code mixings during communications in the bilingual programs. These two questions become the main focus of the study because the researchers want to identify not only the form of code mixings but also the reason behind its use. Okay, for the next is objective of this study. To answer those research questions, the researchers established two objectives. The first objective is to identify the different types of code mixings using by students. And the second objective is to explain the reasons why students mix Indonesia and English while communication. The researchers also expect that this study can contribute to sociolinguistics research and become a useful reference for future studies about bilingual communication. Now, I will explain the theories used in this research. This research mainly discussed this concept. First is sociolinguistic. According to Ward Dow, sociolinguistic studies the relationship between language and society. It explains how social factors influence the way people use language in communication. Language is not used to exchange information, but also to express identity, establish relationship, and reflect cultural background. Then the second concept is bilingualism. Bilingualism refers to the ability to use two languages. In Indonesia, bilingualism is very common because many people speak there, right? And local language as well as Indonesia, and many students also learn English. Students in the bilingual program regularly use Indonesia and English, making bilingualism a normal part of their academic life. And the third concept is codomixing. In simple words, speakers combine elements from two languages without completely changing the language they are speaking. Researchers also use Suito's theory, which classifies codomixing into several forms, including word levels, phrase level, clause level, buzzer, reduplication, and idiom. I will explain the research of methodology. This research uses a descriptive qualitative method because the researchers aims to describe language phenomena rather than measure them statistically. The participants of this study are 6 semester students in the bilingual programs at FITK IAIN Surakarta. The researchers collected the data through the classroom observation, interview, and documentations of the student conversation. After collecting the data, the researchers identified every instance of codomixing and classified it according to Suito's theory. And then researchers analyzed the reason why students mix Indonesia and English during communication. This method allows the researchers to understand language use in its natural social context. And for the next is finding. The student found that students frequently mix Indonesia and English during classroom interactions. Most of the codomixings occurred at the word level and phrase level. Students often insert English vocabulary into Indonesia sentence without changing the overall sentence structure. Besides word level mixings, the researchers also found phrase level, clause level, idiom reduplication, and buzzer forms, although these appear less frequently. The researchers also identified several reasons why students mix language. Some students lack suitable vocabulary in one language. Others mixes language because they were accustomed to bilingual communication. Another important factor was prestige. Many students believed that using English made them sound more educated and confident during classroom discussion. And the discussion is, for my opinion, the findings show that codomixing should not always be considered a language error. Instead, it functions as a communication strategy. Students use code mixings to express ideas more effectively when they cannot immediately recall a word in one language. The bilingual classroom environment also encourages students to switch naturally between Indonesian and English because both languages are accepted during interaction. And I also think that Prestyle plays an interesting role. Today, English is often associated with education, professionalism, and globalization. As a result, many students unconsciously insert in English words into Indonesian conversation to reflect their academic identity. However, I believe that code mixing should still be used appropriately. And during informal classroom discussion, code mixing may improve communication and make interaction smoother. And for informal academic writing, official presentation, or scientific publications, speakers should maintain language consistency, show that their ideas remain clear and professional. And overall, this study demonstrates that language is dynamic and closely connected to social context, which is exactly what sociolinguistics seeks to explain. So, to conclude, the research successfully identifies the types of code mixing used by students in the bilingual program and explain the reason behind their language choice. This study show that word level and phrase level code mixings are the most common forms. Students mix Indonesia and English because of vocabulary limitation, bilingual habits, social environment, and phrase type. From a sociolinguistic perspective, code mixing is a natural consequence of bilingual communication rather than a linguistic mistake. This research also reminds us to language change according to social interaction, educational backgrounds, and communication needs. Therefore, understanding code mixings help us better understand how bilingual communities communicate in today's globalized world. That brings me to the end of my presentation. Thanks so much for your attention. I hope these presentations have given you a better understanding of code mixings from sociolinguistic perspective. Thank you so much for watching, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.